Cyberspace, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Whatnots podcast. Our ongoing mission? To explore strange new debacles and talk shit about it. To seek out new lowlifes and jacked up situations. To boldly go where no podcast has gone before. All right, people. We're back once again. We found it necessary to do another podcast. Obviously, we're not the weekly kind of guys. We throw them out there whenever we deem that we found something or we feel that there's something to talk about. And as you guys know, by anybody that tunes into our podcast, that the Squintle and I are big fans of sci-fi and, the kind of, if you want to, put it out there, the fantasy feel or the,
Well, think about it, Tonk. All our conversations so far from our previous, podcasts have been, all the comic book movies and all the Star Trek movies and Star Wars movies and stuff like that. So obviously we are a big sci-fi, not gurus, but more of, nerds. We like that.
So the reason why we're priming you guys about this stuff is because we figured we would eventually venture into our thoughts, our opinions, and our theories into what we believe would be, I don't know, real life.
Life outside our own life.
Life-like theories,
Theories of how life evolved.
I don't know how, and the reason why we decided to do this is because Quintus and I really don't talk about that very much, but we figured we would talk about this now, so it would be more of a surprise to him and I, because I think Quintus knows more about my thoughts and feelings on the matter of extraterrestrial life and, life outside of the paradigm that we believe that life is.
You also change your theory once in a great while.
Ever so slightly as I learn new things, as new things broaden my perspective,
Yeah, but that's normal, because that means changing your theories, you're changing your life, you're changing your...
So, what I want to do right now is, since I didn't really ask Quintus' opinion, I just talk about what I think, and Quintus doesn't really give me his input per se. On this podcast, it's more going to be about Quintus's...
Oh, you're putting all on my shoulders, huh?
Dude, I'm going to be right here with you, giving my insight as well. But I think this would be interesting to talk about, because you don't really talk about your insight on that. I always give my perspective about it.
Mine changes constantly.
So let's ask this. I truly believe, from my point of view and from what I've seen and what I truly feel since I've been alive for my almost 37 years, is that I believe that there's life beyond what we believe. I believe that there's life that has visited us before. I believe that there's life that is still visiting us now.
Okay.
And do I have proof of this? No. But from what I've seen and what I feel, I believe that's the case. From the things that I've seen, have I seen aliens? No. Have I seen things that I would classify as UFOs? Absolutely.
Yeah, so have I.
I truly have.
Yeah.
When I lived in Florida, I've seen one or two at least that really thrown me off.
I've seen them here before, recently too.
There was one I saw the other night that I didn't really know if it was a glare or not, but it really looked strange. But anyways, let's get into your thought. So I'm gonna hand it over to Squintus.
I've had at times recently, where I'm walking with my wife and I look at the stars, because I can't help it. I love looking at the stars, even if it's a small amount in the city. I love looking at the stars, and I swear to God, there have been times. Funny I say swear to God. There have been, I swear to whatever, holy unholy, I swear that there's times where I see a star and it moves, like instantly, like blinks, moves. It's not there anymore. Right?
You're sure that wasn't a eye booger?
That's what my human brain tells me. Oh, it's just my brain, playing tricks on itself. My eyes are messed up. I'm tired. It could be, it's so far away that my vision is so screwed up from it that I'm imagining it's one place, the other place.
You're trying to find a cut and dry, black and white
explanation why my
cookie cutter explanation for what you saw.
But then there's been times where, people say, oh, it could be a comet, or it could be a meteor. No, because it was stationary and then it moves. Like it's gone, or it moved, or it's gone, or it moved altogether. But then again, could be other explanations out there. Could be the fact that, because it is a star, so the light you see is millions and billions of years old. So you could see it now, and then all of a sudden it could have shifted doing something. We don't know. Could be that.
Oh,
but
yeah.
If you're asking me about my own personal opinion on life out there, when I was younger, no, because I was brought up not to believe that. Now, of course there is.
What gives you that
because
that
the fact
change that shift in thought?
Okay, so even if you give the scientists just even 1% saying that what they say is true about our extended universe, what they've seen, let's say just 1% is true. 1% what they say is true that's out there. You're telling me that all that emptiness, it's not empty, but what do I mean by that?
Well, it's empty, the space between masses.
Yeah, but all that vastness out there, all those different things. You're telling me there's not. Now, is there a bipedal, 2 eyes, 2 arms, 2 legs, hair, humanoid that can speak our language or another language? I don't know about that. But is there another life form out there? Absolutely. No, does that mean that it's bacteria? They've proven that already.
Well, they've already proven that, which already basically, if you want to classify that, I mean, yeah,
because we have bacteria in our own body, so why not?
It's extraterrestrial.
So it's a life form.
So if they've already proven that there's bacteria that are living, like for instance, they say that there's creatures that live out in the fucking
vastness of
the vacuum of space. That live on Earth, and they also live in the vacuum of space.
What's that one thing they talk about? The water mole, whatever.
It looks like a mole.
Yeah, where it's tiny. Yeah. It can live in the vacuum of space.
Yeah, it can live in the vacuum of space, and they say they're out there.
Yeah. So so if that can live out there,
so they're not just indigenous to our planet.
Exactly.
They're probably indigenous to at least.
Yeah. Right.
If you want to go to lengths, you could say they're indigenous to at least planets that are close to us.
Yeah, at least within our atmosphere, our higher atmosphere,
or planetoids that are closest to us.
Yeah, why not?
So in that sense, you could say that they're extraterrestrial because extraterrestrial means that are life that is living outside of our planet.
Terran.
And planet, we say us, planetoids are all the other planets besides our own. So
now does it mean that we will see them? I don't know.
Or sorry, planetoids are planets outside, I believe, outside of our solar system.
Yeah. I don't know if we're going to see anything within our lifetime or next generation, the generation after that. I don't know. Maybe scientists are saying that within 1 to 2 generations, we'll see something past our own telescopes and satellites can see things very clear now. So why not 2-3 generations from now? Did you happen to see? I'm not sure if it's real or not, but there was a video on E-bombs. Okay, that showed some guy using a normal camera, and the scope on it, that the lens he had on it was so powerful. He zoomed on the moon, and you can see like the most distinct details of the moon, like straight
on the
up
side that faces, right?
Whatever he was, yeah. But it was so clear that it almost looked faked because it was so clear. Now, if it's true, that's just a normal camera lens on this planet.
Which goes to disprove all these people out there that say that the Earth is flat. I'm sorry. You guys can argue with us. You guys can do your rebuttals. You can say whatever you want to say, but you're never going to change my opinion, at least me. I can't say about Squintle here, but
there's like
maybe these flat Earth motherfuckers.
There can be no more than 1,000 people.
But I've seen these videos because obviously I've sunk down into the depths of YouTube. I found my way there somehow, some way.
Them,
I didn't succumb to them. I watched what they said just to see where they're getting their frame of reference from, where they're getting their opinion, and where they're getting this basis from to actually believe this theory that people are putting out there. Okay, but I actually had to go down the hole and down the Drano hole and think, I'm curious. Okay, I don't believe that, but I'm just curious as to what these people are, where they're getting this information from, and what's making them actually
'Cause they
truly
don't
believe that
have
this
the
is real.
information. They don't have information.
And there's a lot of people out there. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how many of these people actually listen to our podcast, but there's motherfuckers out there that believe the Earth is flat because of certain satellite pictures that are thrown back to the Earth from certain satellites, and that certain positions on the Earth and other positions that are in, in reference to that, where they lie on where the perspective is.
So you're telling me that these geniuses think that because the Earth's flat and these satellite images they see are somehow manipulated, or they're fake, they're doctored.
They're not saying they're manipulated. They're saying that that these pictures are showing absolute proof that this point on Earth, in correlation to another point on Earth, and the way that the Earth is round, which these people are probably thinking it in a way that the Earth is absolutely round, which it's not. It's obtuse.
I'm going to cut this conversation short on this because you and I and like a jillion people on this planet know the Earth is round. There's more than enough information. There's more than enough information to prove that. Okay, it's not flat. Let's not get into that conversation.
It's not exactly spherical either.
No, but it's more than flat. How about that?
Yeah, it's more than flat, obviously, yeah.
Yes, just our eyes only perceive it as being round because of the oceans and gravity push where it looks like it's round. But it's not round. But that's okay. But if you want this conversation to go towards more of the outside our own solar system, our own planet, it's been proven. Take that back.
If you look at the celestial bodies out in space, they're all spherical. They're all orb-like.
But that's not the point. That's not the conversation we're trying to hold in the beginning. Remember?
Well, this is what I'm talking about with the flat Earth theory.
Why are we talking about flat Earth though?
I just brought it up just to bring it up.
Go fuck themselves. They can go fuck themselves. They can suck a dick.
But I truly believe that extraterrestrials are real. I believe that they visit us now because there's too much video proof now from people that just shows things. I mean, obviously our governments have things that are beyond our grasp right now because it hasn't been shown and they don't want to tell us about it, which is fucked up. But all these clandestine projects that they have, that they don't want other people to know about, whatever. That's the government. Nobody trusts the fucking government. You don't trust them. I don't trust them. Whatever.
I don't trust the normal government, more or less the black ops government.
But what I mean to say is, I don't believe that all the objects that you see that are unidentified in our atmosphere or in our skies or on the ground or wherever people take videos of these objects, I don't truly believe that absolutely every single one of them is human-made.
No.
It's not possible.
It can't
Do
be.
I believe that Earth is the Eden that we portray it to be? No. I really, truly don't. I don't think it's the Eden that we portray it to be. I think it's another planetoid that's out in the fucking cosmos that somehow, some way, over the years and years and years and years, that things have been in existence.
I believe what the scientists call the Goldilocks.
I believe in that.
We're a Goldilocks.
Yeah, the Goldilocks zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we are.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that's what we're basing on. That's what most scientists are basing off of, is the Goldilocks zone. Oh,
because of how we live.
Yeah, it's how we live. And then how do you know that there's not a silicone-based life? Or what other kind of other element that's out there that they base themselves off of that form?
You're absolutely right.
So maybe
we're basing it off from carbon-based life forms.
Yeah. And granted, yes, carbon is one of the most basic, most abundant source of elements out there. It doesn't mean that there's not an abundant amount of one element in a different solar system or a different galaxy or a different part of our own Milky Way.
I mean, like we were looking at before, them focusing on Titan and thinking that maybe that there's a possibility that there are life forms that emit. They live in that methane, liquid methane.
Why not?
And we breathe in oxygen and we exhale and we emit carbon dioxide.
Right. I think it was ethane they would inhale, and methane they would exhale.
Something to that effect.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not proper science that we're quoting right now. It's just theoretical things that we're spitting out right now. But it's basically opposites of what we do. It's just different. It's just different chemicals. It's just different, compounds that they're
less,
breathing in than we do, and emitting different other compounds.
right?
We breathe in H2O, or we breathe in O2, or a form of that, and we exhale.
It's a mixture.
Carbon dioxide.
Actually, it's more nitrogen.
CO2.
It's more nitrogen than anything else.
Yeah.
But hey,
Obviously, pure O2 can get you high.
fucking hey.
Why they put oxygen masks on planes?
Get you high. Look at
So
him.
you can breathe.
Look at him. Calm as a Hindu cow.
That's right. Oxygen
Get you high. Look at his face. Calm as a Hindu cow.
Except so as we all know, we're not breathing just a complete oxygen molecule. We're breathing in a combination of oxygen and nitrogen.
Now, let me put it this way, because you asked me this question when we started the podcast, okay? And I've talked about this before. If humankind wasn't driven by greed and by the made up material,
The fundamentals of keeping motherfuckers in line.
No, it's the made up material called money.
Yeah.
Which really, if you really want to talk about
Making
it, which we have,
materialistic.
it makes no sense to make money. It makes
doesn't make any
absolutely no sense.
It makes no sense.
But if we get rid of that stupid trait of called money, we would far past succeed what we are now in terms of our evolution, our level of success in life, and how far we can succeed past our own freaking atmosphere.
But that's the way for people to say they're better than somebody else. That's the way to control other people and say that we're a class above you. If there's no money and there's no caste system in a sense, nobody can be better than somebody else.
It's not
so
that,
therefore,
though. It's not that. It's if we're talking about space and exploration and alien life, it's they can't find a monetary value of profit going to a certain planet or a certain asteroid or a certain celestial body that's outside our own atmosphere.
Maybe that's why we can't right now, because we're too. But dude, think about it,
but
right?
You know what though? The thing is, okay, if you want to make money on this planet, by all means. But once you're talking about going off this planet, there should be no cost.
That's all they talk about is cost, man. That's why fucking NASA is jumps on fucking what's that dude's name?
One.
Tusk.
Huh?
Or Musk or whatever the fuck his name is. Elon Musk. They're doing jumps on his SpaceX program now because they don't want to spend money to boost their own shit. They're jumping on Russia.
They don't have money.
Or they're jumping on with Russia.
Because they got rid of everything. Because they don't have the money to keep it.
Because everything is based off from a monetary value. That's
because they have a budget, because they're a government-funded project like everybody else.
Everybody base shit off from fucking money. And that's why. If there's nothing was based off from money, there would be nothing that would hold anything back.
Because think about it. We'd rather fucking nuke ourselves and have more nuclear missiles or submarines or aircraft. By the way, that's a boondoggle. That's a whole fucking conversation on its own.
Well, the F-35.
F-35, how much a boondoggle that thing is. Okay? No, we'd rather spend billions and billions on this fucking piece of shit plane other than exploring past our atmosphere and finding things that can help us progress more in human society.
Or fight about over one fucking tiny island in an ocean somewhere and spend money to send boats out in the middle of the fucking ocean against another country that wants to send their other boats in the middle of the fucking ocean.
Oh, there's no life on it.
Oh no.
It's just some sand that's up above the ocean.
All we want is one fucking island that just happened to pop up above the ocean that somebody can step their fucking feet on.
Half a meter above sea level.
We truly are assholes, dude. Our species are assholes.
We deserve to kill each other off. We really do.
We really do. And you know what? I think it's coming to a culmination soon.
Culmination?
Yeah, I truly believe that, man. I believe that something is going to come into fruition soon. Either it's going to be us eliminating at least half our population, or something else, at least half, I would say. Or something's going to happen where another life form sees that we have potential, which is really a long shot.
Yeah, that right there is your pipe dream.
Maybe it's a possibility it's a pipe dream.
No, but it's because you want it to happen. I want it to happen, but that's not going to happen.
We have potential as a species, but you know what? the people that we allow to make the decisions in our world, and I'm not just talking about the US or China or any of these other larger nations that believe that they got the larger balls than the other ones and that their balls are going to tap somebody else's fucking, backside. Regardless of whatever country's trying to slap their balls on somebody else, the fact of the matter is the people that are allowed to be in charge of these governments are all assholes. They're dickheads, and the only thing they care about is their own personal gain while they're in charge of whatever the fuck they're doing.
Guess what?
And that's
it. They're human. I'm not sticking up for them because they're all fucking pieces of shit.
But not all humans think that way, man. These assholes and these psychopaths that are put in these positions are there because they believe that they have the guttural fortitude to make decisions that other motherfuckers won't. But you know what? Sometimes we got to think is that necessary to have these motherfuckers
we can
making these decisions?
We can have this conversation in their podcast because that's a 4-part series right there, my friend. And the thing is, we're not even educated to know this, and we can still make a 4-part series. Our 10-part series.
I'm educated enough. I read too much, and maybe that's my problem. But
I'm just saying is that we know what the level we know compared to what people really, really know about politics. We don't fucking know shit.
I agree there. I don't delve
because
100% deep into all that. But what I can say is that, and this is still going back out into our talk of the cosmos and everything.
Okay, let's bring it back a little bit
then.
Pull it back.
I don't know if this is a stage in evolution where we should be proud of, or if this is a step in evolution that we're going to look back on as the creatures that we are and think, I cannot believe that there was people that existed on this earth that actually had this mindset and made this the paradigm of that fucking century or that
I believe
stepping point in time for humankind.
I believe in the past, once we get past, say, 50 to 60 years from now, while we're both dead, we'll be dead by 60 years.
Good. I'd rather be dead than actually see how things are going to fucking
within
evolve,
60, 70 years, they're going to look back on this time period and go, wow, they were really misguided. They were more concerned about Pokemon Go, more worried about...
you just said it.
More VR shit. Whether or not
reality,
whether or not women, men, black, white, Muslim, Christian, transgender, atheist is more equal to more powerful or more better than the next person.
Instead of just respecting everybody's mindset, everybody's got to fight against each other because somebody's got to be fucking right.
Yeah, exactly. Where you realize, you know what, it doesn't matter in the long run because you're dead in 100 years.
Pieces in motion.
You're dead in 100 years. Who gives a shit what the fuck the next person thinks, whether or not they're black, white, whatever.
So here's my question.
We need to be more focused on whether...
Progression.
There's nothing wrong with progressing of Pokemon Go because there might be a next step that might actually push us to a better level of augmented reality. There might be. Or there's some scientific breakthrough where a doctor can use augmented reality to help them surgery. Baby.
There's always a possibility for everything, and it opens up gateways to
as long as
many possibilities.
As long as we focus our way the right way, okay.
And the reason why Quintus and I sidetracked it off on this is a part of that. When you look to the cosmos and you look to that, you think about the future for some reason. You think of the planetary bodies, and you think of the when you look out of our atmosphere at nighttime. You think about the future. You think about this is our future. This is where we're going to go, right? And then, at least I know myself, for example, I look out into the cosmos. I look and wonder what star is what, and what planetary body this is, and what celestial fucking, body this is, and then it makes me think about where we are in this point in time and what we're doing and what we're going to do in the future to try to grasp more about what's going on outside of just this semi-spherical body that's floating around one star out of billions and billions and billions of just this fucking solar and just this galaxy alone.
I don't mean to steal someone else's line here, but as long as we don't eradicate ourselves from this planet, I truly hope eventually that we will at least get some of our shit together at one point. Go, okay, you know what? we have nothing left on this planet. We got to find something that's more than this, and
more than just absorbing like a virus. Just being a virus and absorbing everything in our grasp because we fucking can. You know what I mean? Just because we can. It's there. It's mine. For some fucking reason, some asshole somewhere else said that I have permission to start gouging this area of the earth. Because this asshole said, for some reason, this shit's mine, and you can do this as long as you pay me money for gouging this part and sucking the fucking life out of something,
Okay, so it's a negative term, but let's go back to a more
That's
positive
true.
term.
But that's true.
It's true, but let's go back to a more positive term before we close this out. All right. I believe we've mentioned this once, briefly, twice in our podcast previous to this one. But Tonk, you asked me, like I said, once again, you asked me beginning this podcast. What do I believe?
Yeah,
when I was younger, I didn't give much thought to it because it was just God. It's only Jesus Christ, God. But when you look at
Jesus loves me, yes I know, for the Bible told me so.
Exactly. But once you see the stars and you see what's out there, even the small amount that I've seen, and I've seen nothing compared to what other people have seen, in different areas where they can see the whole horizon. The sky is lit. It's so bright, full of stars, that it blinds their eyes because so many stars in the sky. Okay? But what I've seen, with the minimal I've seen, there has to be something out there. There's no doubt in my mind there's something out there that's also evolving to whatever they want to be. And I hope that once they evolve and we evolve to a certain point and we meet, I can fuck one of them. Because
that's what we try to do.
Because we like to fuck everything.
Exactly. That's in our DNA.
I hope that
it's built up in our DNA.
It's there's some hole in that creature that's not poisonous or rots my dick off.
Looking for a gaping hole.
Exactly. And hopefully they like it much as I like it. Because that's the ultimate goal of anybody's life is find another species and fuck it.
And cornhole.
And cornhole until it loves it.
I know Quintus would love to do it. He'd love to be the first man to say that he did it.
Why not?
And even if he was a second man, I think Quintus would take pride in at least being second place.
Second man. Because the first person probably get his dick fucking chopped off.
Well, it's like the first person that they asked to chew on a certain berry and they found out that motherfucker died after he chewed on it.
Exactly.
Hey, by the way, Kundumbob over here chewed on that berry. See that berry right there?
Don't chew
on that shit.
Right?
Why is that? See that dude foaming at the mouth over there?
He fucked up. Don't stick your dick in that hole. Stick your dick in the other hole.
That's right. You see that hole down there where all those little creatures moving around? Do not put your dick in that thing.
Exactly. The other hole, you're good to go. That's what I'm talking about. Because that's
not
the best
every
part.
hole that has heat in it is welcoming. Okay?
I give you that, yeah. Then again.
But that's how human beings think. At this point in time, we want to cornhole everything. So if we do leave this fucking planet, and we do venture out into the stars, and we're floating along in space trying to find the next thing that comes along, somebody's got to try to cornhole something. Because that's just what we do.
Well, dude, that's what we do
Women
on this planet.
Try to cornhole each other.
Yeah,
it's a
exactly.
New age.
That's what we do on this planet. Cornhole each other.
That's right. Why do you think most of the internet is made up of people cornholing each other?
Because we love it, and it's part of our life, and we love it. All I can say. Because that's part of it.
I don't know the exact percentage, but what is the have you looked? What's the percentile of the internet that's formed of just porn?
I would say 99% of it. Because think about it. Even
the rest is just the
think about
the
it.
froth.
Even the most innocent websites has porn on it. You go to Twitter, there's porn on it. You fucking go to Tumblr, there's porn on it. The normal internet, there's porn on it. Even if you really were desperate, you can go to YouTube and find porn.
Do you want to know what's fucked up? You know what people are doing now? What? I don't know if you're aware of this or not. I know we're diverging from the Cosmos talk, but this is still funny because the internet
there's Cosmos, all right.
Because the internet is still in a way kind of a space related thing where things are floating around and floating by our heads with information. But you know that motherfuckers, when things get banned off from YouTube and certain media hosting areas, that people will upload the shit to fucking
porn sites.
Pornhub.
Yeah, because they can find it because Pornhub will take anything. You realize that they're more accepting of videos of people's life than Twitter or Tumblr or Facebook. Think about it. A porn site is more. Dude,
fuck is Tumblr, anyways?
It's a blog site, but it's mostly essentially porn. It's more porn. That's where I get my porn now.
From Tumblr?
Yeah, it's a good variety.
That's where I get my porn from
because
now.
it's straight and to the point. That's the point about Tumblr. For me,
what? Less foreplay and just get into business?
No, it's more or less of the fact that you don't have to worry about weeding out the shit. You know, like if you go to Pornhub, you have to click on like 20 videos to find one good video, right? But where Tumblr, you can type in say like big tits, and you'll get a feed just of big tits. Okay, or like
these
or
motion pictures.
There's GIFs, there's videos, there's pictures.
Did you say GIF or did you mean
GIF?
Like
it's
the
GIF.
peanut butter, even though they used a G.
It's GIF.
You know,
it's a GIF.
Fuck that asshole. He used a G and he wants to be said like a J. Go fuck yourself.
It's a GIF.
It's a GIF.
It's
okay.
GIF.
I don't care if anybody says that it's supposed to be fucking pronounced GIF. If you put a G, okay, it's GIF. Okay.
It's just stop.
I'm just saying.
Just stop.
If you say it's a GIF, fuck you. Okay. If you put a G, use it as a G. It's a GIF. Okay.
But the fact that you're
like
talking about
grape.
But if you're talking
grape ape.
But if you're talking about a porn site that's more open to your views than say Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Snapchat, Instagram, that's pretty fucking bad of society. That a porn site is more open to you than that.
Well, I mean, if you throw it out there and you think about it, if they've got everybody rubbing their own genitalia against each other, what debacle would they have if somebody wanted to throw up a fucking video that people didn't want to see?
There will be a debacle because people realize
exactly.
that it's a
the
porn
debacle's
site.
Over. It's a porn site. People are already fucking smacking their genitalia around. Throwing up a fucking video of a video game that people don't want to see doesn't really fucking matter anymore. You know what I mean? It's actually pretty genius if you ask me.
Yeah.
Pretty ingenious because they know that one person will see it, and after they're done waxing their missile and all the fucking baby batter's gone out of their brain, they're going to say, by the way, I was waxing my missile the other day, and I happened to see that there was a video, No Man's Sky's first endeavor into going into the center of the universe
There's
at,
leaked footage.
In 15 hours.
There's leaked
I know
footage.
one guy did it at 25, but I know Cletus over here did it in 15.
Or that special video where it shows the Black Ops operatives killing innocent lives. Well, you can't show that no more on normal websites. Let's put on Pornhub.
But just put Black Operatives butt fuck somebody.
Well,
and it's on.
Let's
That
bring it
hashtag
on.
right there will pull the whole world in there.
Bring it on. Let's just keep going, man.
Fuck them.
That's what I love about it, man.
Hashtag fuck them.
But Pornhub's fucking up though, my friend.
Oh, they all fuck up eventually.
Because if you put fucking a block ad on, they fucking hate your ass.
They put a what?
You put the block ad, where it blocks the ads, whatever,
Oh,
do
in your browser?
Yeah. It hates when you do that.
Yeah? Why, does it give you a hate message or
Yes,
something?
it does. Please disable block ad.
We'd love for our gratuitous advertisements to show up on your browser.
Not only will you see see videos of people fucking, we'll show you GIFs and pictures of people fucking.
Of the same people repeatedly doing the same thing over again.
But believe me, they're in your area.
That's right.
They're looking for dick in your area. This white,
that's right.
The
whitest blondest
bitch
bitch
in the world is only
is in Africa.
Is 5 minutes away from
Central
where I live.
Africa. Looking for dick.
Right.
In fucking Zimbabwe.
Yeah, right. It's only 5 minutes away from me in Japan. They live in Naha.
Lives in Naha.
Right.
The whitest, pastiest broad you ever seen in your life. It looks like she hadn't seen a fucking bit of sun because she lives in the snow-crusted part of the world.
Missouri.
Is right down the fucking street from you. She happens to be 1 kilometer away looking for dangling.
Wow, what a surprise. What a lucky chance to
Why look out to the cosmos when you've got this waiting for you 1 click away?
By the way, which is bullshit.
Yeah, absolutely
bullshit. Oh, what a shame. That is a shame.
It is a shame.
Then again,
And what we want to say is, Quintus and I have chimed in on what we thought about extraterrestrial life a little bit, but we'd like to hear what you guys have to say, We'd like to get your guys' input on this and what you guys believe is truly out there. You guys might have more insight on this than we do. You might have a better frame of reference. So as much as I love the colloquial use of that word so much.
Listen, Ethan.
Yeah. You might have a better frame of reference than we do for this matter. If you got something, fucking tell us, Put a comment, leave a little tag on the SoundCloud clip there, or, leave us a message or send us an email or whatever,
we get posted.
Give us some love.
All
Tell
right.
us what you think,
Exactly.
We're opening this up to you guys too because we read what you guys say. We read your guys' emails and everything like that. And whatever your next input is on the next whatnots and what have yous, once Quintus and I once the moons align and everything.
Motions are going.
Once the motions come together again,
yeah.
Quintus and I will come together and we'll do a podcast and we'll answer what you guys said and we'll do a colonial talk about what you guys said. So
yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah. So give us what you think. We'd love to hear about it. If you guys had, instances where you thought that for a fact that that something was outside of your realm.
Yep.
Say something about it.
It would be nice to hear it.
It's the day and age now where people are truly accepting what people have to say now when it truly seems outworldly. So
exactly. It's a good idea.
And with that being said, we're going to cut this one short because the last one that we had went on for a long fucking time.
So
do us a favor.
Sisters.
That's right. Tune in next time. Give us your ideals. Give us your thoughts. Give us your input. And like always, go fuck yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Lates.